The Call in the Darkness. Prologue. Before time remembered. Before the world learned the meaning of light. Before hope had a name. There was a moment. A moment when heaven itself watched in silence. A hill, a cross, and blood. Not ordinary blood, but divine. The blood of Jesus Christ. As it touched the ground, something changed forever. Darkness trembled, heaven wept, and the earth remembered. Because that blood was not just sacrifice. It was a covenant, a power, a promise, that one day, it would call out to someone. The man who couldn't feel peace. Thousands of years later, in a quiet town, lived a man named Arun. Nothing about him stood out. He woke up, went to work, spoke to people, returned home, and repeated the same life again. But inside, there was a storm, a silence that screamed, no matter how much he tried. He couldn't feel peace. Sometimes he would sit alone, staring into nothing, as if searching for something he couldn't name. The first sign, it started slowly. Small things, unexplainable things, a whisper when no one was there, a shadow moving when nothing should move. And then, the dreams began. The dream of blood. Every night. The same vision. Arun stood in darkness. No sky. No ground. Just emptiness. And then, a drop of blood. Falling from above. Drip. It echoed like thunder. Then another. And another. Until the darkness was no longer dark. It was red, and in the distance, a cross appeared, tall, broken, glowing faintly. Arun tried to move closer, but something held him back. A force, invisible but powerful, and then, a voice, not loud, but undeniable. This blood was given for you. The mark. One night, Arun woke up screaming. His chest burned. His hand trembled. And when he looked, he froze. A mark on his palm, deep red, as if etched into his skin. Like it had always been there. But it hadn't. He whispered, "This isn't real." But deep inside, he knew it was. The pull, the next day felt different. The world looked the same. But something had shifted. Every step he took felt guided, pulled, as if something unseen was leading him. Without realizing it, he reached an old place. A forgotten church. The doors were half broken. The walls worn by time. But the moment he stood there, his heart started racing. The watcher, inside the church, it was silent. Too silent. Dust floated in the air. Candles, long burned out. And at the far end, a man sat, still, waiting. Arun hesitated. "Hello." No response. He stepped closer. The man slowly lifted his head. His eyes, deep, ancient, as if they had seen centuries pass. And then he spoke. "You took longer than expected." Arun's breath stopped. "Do I know you?" The man smiled faintly. "No." He paused. Then added, "But the blood does. The truth begins." The old man stood up slowly, his voice calm but heavy. What you are experiencing is not a dream. It is a calling. Arun shook his head. No, this doesn't make sense. The old man stepped closer. The blood of Jesus is not just history written in books. It is alive. It remembers. And sometimes it chooses. The awakening of darkness. Far from that place. Beyond what eyes can see. Something moved. A presence. Ancient. Restless. It felt it. The awakening. And it did not like it. A voice echoed in the void. Find him. Before he understands. Before the blood reveals its power. The chosen one. Back in the church. Arun stood frozen. His mind racing. His heart heavy. The old man looked directly into his eyes. You were not chosen by chance. You were chosen because you can carry it. Arun whispered. Carry what? The old man raised his hand and pointed at Arun's palm.